91, happy Tuesday. First things first, you're probably looking at me like, Miss Walsh, what's up with the new two? Please make sure that you say thank you to Sawyer. He went ahead, he spent his points to make Miss Walsh look fabulous this morning. He chose my hairstyle, so half blue, half green with just crazy hair. So just make sure to give Sawyer just like a little thanks, Sawyer, for making Miss Walsh look crazy this morning. So let's go ahead. Now, let's move on and look at what our assignments are for today. So it is the week of the 1st through the 5th, and today is Tuesday, February 2nd. We are looking at our jobs for today, so we can see first things first. We have our morning work. Yesterday we talked about some prefixes, and now today we're going to be talking about a few more prefixes. And so, for example, yesterday one of the prefixes we looked at was re, and so instead of looking at those prefixes from yesterday, we're going to be looking at new ones, including pre, im, and non. And so your job is to go ahead and read or listen to this anchor chart right here. Then you're going to go ahead, you are going to type out what you believe each of these words mean based on the information you get from this anchor chart right here. Then on slide number 2, you are going to see that you have the words with prefixes down here, and same thing as yesterday, you are going to click and drag the words down here with the definition that matches. And so, for example, Miss Walsh already did one for you. The definition was before the test, and so I knew immediately that the word test was going to be in the word. Well, I looked. This was the only one with test, but I wanted to double check my work, and so it says before. Oh, well, I know pre means before, so before test. And so I went ahead and I clicked and I dragged it to that definition. So just keep that in mind, please, while you are doing that job. And then after that, you have your journal. It is a top 10 Tuesday. And so for your top 10 Tuesday, this one's, I have a good feeling you guys are going to have a pretty easy time with. You are going to be writing a top 10 list of your favorite television shows. I know you guys like to watch TV, right? And so you're going to go ahead, you're going to give me a top 10 list of your favorite shows, and then with 5 to 6 sentences, you're going to explain your number one choice. So Miss Walsh gave you some ideas here: Gravity Falls, SpongeBob. For my friends who maybe don't like cartoons as much, they prefer, real life, reality, I guess you could say. Dr. T, Lone Star Vet. I also know Troll Hunters, Jurassic World, all those shows. You're just going to give me a top 10 list of your favorite of all time, okay? And then you're going to see over here on the right, here are your sentence frames and starters if you need them for when you start writing about your number one choice, okay? Then you're going to have our Zoom at 9 o'clock. Please make sure you come on time because we are going to end around that 9:55 time for PE. To get to PE, I click on our little friend who is stretching over in the corner. And then I will click the link, which will take me to our specials page. You will see PE is right here. This is at 10 o'clock. Make sure you get there at 10 o'clock. Miss Walsh should not have to get on to GoGuardian and check on friends and see that they're doing other things instead of PE. So make sure that when Miss Walsh logs on to GoGuardian after Zoom today, she sees everyone is in PE as they should be. So just keep that in mind, please. Then we have our break. After that break, you are going to continue to work on your spelling skill. Remember, we're talking about digraphs and blends. Digraphs are 2 consonants that make 1 sound. Blends are 2 consonants that make 2 sounds. So just make sure you keep that in mind for your job today. And so what you're going to do is you are going to find the 2 consonants in the words. which I will show you in just a second. I appreciate you being patient. So you're going to find the two consonants in the words that you are given. For example, this first word right here is west. And then you're going to see the two consonants that are right next to each other are S and T. In crab, C-R. Stall, you have S-T. And so you're going to go ahead, and you might even notice that some of them have two. So we have the O, and then we have whack. So there's two in some of these words. So make sure you're really paying attention. But for example, in the word west, Miss Walsh went ahead and she sounded out west. And I know that I can hear both the S and the T. And because I can hear two sounds, I know it's a blend. So I went ahead, I dragged a pink line, and I put it under the S and T. So keep that in mind while you are doing this job for today as well. Then you're going to go ahead, you are going to do your ocean pictorial and quick check. You're going to click the IB symbol right here. I will let you guys know the video is having trouble uploading, and so I'm going to go ahead and try when I get to school today to see if that makes a difference. But this video wasn't uploading, and so I will make sure that it does get uploaded before Zoom today. So just keep that in mind if you come to this and you're like, Miss Walsh, I don't see the video yet. Please be patient. I'm trying to upload it, okay? So thank you for your patience. But after you watch the video, you're going to go ahead, you're going to click on the pictorial, and you're going to see you have your quick check. And so you're going to see you have your questions. Remember, true means yes, correct. False means not correct. And then you have also these links that will read the questions to you. So just keep that in mind. And just remember, when you see a question like this, select all. That means you can pick more than one. And oftentimes it means you should pick more than one. So just keep that in mind. And then you're going to go ahead, you have your Black History Month reading for today. So February is Black History Month, and so we're going to go ahead, we are going to be focusing on some key figures throughout Black history who have made a difference, and who, whether it's just as an African American individual or just as a citizen within the states. And so we're going to go ahead, we are going to read, or you can listen to the audio over here, this passage, and then you are going to click on the little Muhammad Ali right over here, the image of him, and you're going to see down here, Miss Walsh's big head's blocking the way, but you'll see that there is a link for a YouTube video. Click the link, and you will watch this video.
Grammarly does more than catch errors.
Not the ad, but after the ad, there's gonna be a video. It will in just a moment the skip ad will pop up, and then after that you are gonna watch the Muhammad Ali video, and then after you've read the passage or listened to it, watch the video, you're going to move to slide number 2, and you are going to provide a summary. Now, it's been a moment since we practiced our summary skills, and so I thought this was a wonderful opportunity to do so. So just remember, when we are writing a summary, we are only taking the key details, the most important details, and we're writing them in our own words because we don't want to plagiarize, remember? So we are going to write 5 to 6 sentences, no more than 5 to 6 sentences, and because we want to keep it brief, remember? Summaries are brief, and they only have the important information. So you're really going to have to decide, is this detail important? Is it not that important? And so it's going to be up to you to make those decisions while you are completing this work. So keep that in mind. Then you will have lunch. After lunch, you're going to go ahead, you're going to do your area of irregular shapes. Remember, you are going to be acting as a surgeon, and you are going to be cutting these shapes, these irregular shapes into regular shapes. And so remember, irregular means not regular, and so we are going to make them regular. And so you can go ahead, you can see we can take this shape and we can cut it into two different ways. We can cut it right here, or we can cut it right here. Either way, we're going to be left with two shapes that then we can find the area for. And so keep that in mind when you're completing this task. And so the same thing with slide number 2. You will cut it here. This is probably going to be the best place to cut it. I'm going to let you know now, this is probably for slide number 2, this is probably going to be the only place really you can cut it, and so on. So just, you're going to go through, you're going to cut them into two shapes, and then you're going to add up those totals for your area. Then you're going to have 30 minutes of iReady reading and then clean up, and that's going to be it for your day. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right, bye D1.